ancient history of India. The earliest periods of Indian history are known only through reconstructions from archaeological evidence. Since the late 20th century, much new data has emerged. Now we are in a position to divide the ancient Indian history in the following manner. 1. The early prehistoric period before the 8th millennium BCE. 2. The period of the prehistoric agriculturalists and pastoralists, approximately the 8th to the mid-4th millennium BCE. 3. The early Indus, early Harappan period, witnessing the emergence of the first cities in the Indus River system, c. 3500–600 BCE. 4. The Indus or Harappan civilization, c. 2600–2000 BCE. Or perhaps ending as late as 1750 BCE. And 5. The post-urban period, which follows the Indus civilization and precedes the rise of cities in northern India during the second quarter of the first millennium BCE, c. 1750 to 750 BCE. Indus Valley Civilization, about 2500 to 1750 BC. The Indus Valley Civilization, IVC, was a unique Bronze Age civilization and one of the most ancient urban civilizations in the world. The civilization flourished around the Indus River basin, and its tributaries consist of modern Pakistan and northwestern India. Mohenjo-daro is the largest site and Aladino the smallest site in the civilization. Basic features of Indus Valley Civilization. Town planning. Harappan cities were divided into two parts: a fortified settlement on the high mounds called citadels, and the main residential areas called lower town. Citadel was smaller in area than the lower town, and located to the west of the cities. The streets ran in straight lines, crossing one another at right angles. Houses stood on both sides of the streets. Houses, drains, wells and bathing platforms were made of clean burnt bricks. Most of the houses had wells within them, and a drainage system carried the wastewater to the main underground drain of the street. The main streets ran from north to south, varied from 9 feet to 34 feet in width. The Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro is the most important public place, measuring 39 feet length times 23 feet breadth times 8 feet depth, and the Great Granary found here is largest building, measuring 150 feet length times 50 feet breadth. It is located within the citadel and next to the Great Bath. Metallurgy. People were familiar with certain new technologies in metallurgy. They used these methods for the production of lead, copper, tin and bronze. Seals were decorated with animal motifs such as elephants, buffaloes, tigers, and most of all unicorns. Agriculture. The civilization subsisted primarily by irrigation-based agriculture. They used sickles, stone blades, which were mounted on wooden sticks for cultivation purposes. Wheat and six-row barley, field peas, mustard, sesame seeds, etc. were grown. Political system. It is speculated that the rulers might have been wealthy merchants, or powerful landlords, or spiritual leaders. Writing system. Their scripts were pictographic and written from right to left like modern Urdu. These scripts are found on various seals, pottery, copper tablets, tools, etc. It is not deciphered yet. Religious life. Harappan people had features of Hinduism, such as worship of the mother goddess Pashupati Shiva, sacred animals, trees, etc. Reason of decline of the Indus Valley Civilization. After 700 years, the Harappan cities began to decline. The main reason for decline of the Indus Valley Civilization was a shift in the course of the river, and natural disasters such as drought, floods, etc. or long-term climate change. Some scientists also believe that the war with the Aryan civilization can also be a cause of their decline. Major imports material: Essos place, gold, Kolar, Karnataka, Afghanistan, Persia, silver, Afghanistan, Persia, Iran, copper, Italy, Rajasthan, Baluchistan, Arabia, tin, Afghanistan, Central Asia, Bihar, agates, Western India, Rajasthan, South India, Afghanistan, Iran lapis lazuli and sapphire Badakhshan, Afghanistan, Turkey, Central Asia. Iran, Amathyst, Maharashtra, the Vedic Age 1500 BC to 500 BC. The Vedic period or the Vedic Age refers to the period when the Vedic Sanskrit texts were composed in India. During the early part of the Vedic period, the Indo-Aryans settled on the Indo-Gangetic plains. The Vedic Age was followed by the Golden Age of Hinduism and classical Sanskrit literature. The Maurya Empire in the Middle Kingdoms of India. The Vedas. Aryans developed Vedic culture based on Vedas. The Vedic literature consists of the four Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda and Atharva Veda. Besides the Vedas, there are other holy books like the Brahmanas, the Upanishads, Aranyakas in the epics Ramayana and Mahabharata. The Rig Veda is the oldest of the four Vedas and it consists of 1028 hymns. Hymns were sung in honor of various gods. It refers to Sapta Sindhu, or the land of 7 rivers, including the 5 rivers of the Punjab, namely Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas and Sutlej, along with the Indus and Saraswati. The Yajur Veda consists of various details of the rules which must be adhered at the time of sacrifice. The Samar Veda is a set of melody for singing during sacrifices. It is called the Book of Songs, and the origins of Indian music can be traced in it. The Atharva Veda contains details of rituals of worship, political organization. The basic unit of political organization was Kula or family. Several families came together to form a village or gramya. The leader of the gramya was known as Gramani. A group of villages constituted a larger unit called Visu, headed by Vishyapati. The highest political unit was called Jana or tribe. There were 2 popular bodies called Sabha, Council of Elders, Samiti, General Assembly. Social organization. The society was clearly divided into 4 varnas: Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Sudras in the Vedic period. Each varna was allowed well-defined jobs, although it was emphasized that varna was based on birth and 2 higher varnas were given some privileges. Religion. The Vedic Aryans worshipped the forces of nature such as earth, fire, wind, rain and thunder. There were no temples and no idol worship in the period. Elaborate rituals were followed during worship. Economic condition. The Rig Vedic Aryans were a pastoral people and their main occupation was cattle rearing. When they finally settled in northern India, they began the practice of agriculture. They were able to clear forests and bring more land under cultivation. Carpentry is another very important profession. Carpenters made chariots and plows. Workers of metal made a variety of products with copper and bronze. Spinning was another important profession, and cotton and woolen fabrics were made.